remaining. McDavid gives the ball back to Kevin Williams. Williams brings it across the timeline to McDavid. McDavid in for Steve Reed. Reed passes to Spivey. The shot is up. No good. And number 20, Bill McFarland, will commit the foul and send Kelly Spivey to the line, shooting 2 shots. First shot by Spivey is no good. Second shot will be on its way. The shot is up and good. 51-31 the score here with 33 seconds remaining. McFarland working against McDavid. Brings it across the timeline. Double team. McDavid takes it away. 2-on-1 breakaway. McDavid up. And that will be a charge. As number 14, John Williams, had established his defensive position. Number 32 brings it in to number 24. That's Cowens. Cowens to McFarland. McFarland working against McDavid. 16 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Williams gets it across the timeline. 8 seconds remain. Pruitt with a basketball, working against Reed. Gives to McFarland with 3 seconds. The shot is good, up, and no good at the buzzer. So at the end of 3 complete, Gate City up by 20, 51-31. That's the starting 5 back in the lineup now for the Blue Devils. Crone working against Ferguson. Passes over to number 40, Gill. Gill down in the left corner to number 22, Davison to Crone. Turnaround jumper over Shelton is no good. Ottinger tried to put the rebound back up, no good. And a foul will be called on number 50, Rusty Pendleton. That will be personal number 3 on Rusty. And that will put Ottinger at the line. Ottinger's shot is up and good. The lead is now 19 for Gate City. Second shot is up and also good by Ottinger. Ferguson quickly up to Hensley for Gate City. Hensley's pull-up jumper is blocked by Gill. The ball is to Bellamy. Bellamy to Ferguson. Ferguson drives the line. Passes inside for Shelton. Shelton's shot is up. No good. Rebound pulled down by Davidson. Gill pushed it quickly for Patrick Henry. Throws the ball away to Gate City. Pendleton inbounds to Hensley across the timeline over to Ferguson. Ferguson back over to Hensley. Hensley from 3, short. The rebound is loose and fall for. Jump ball is called. That will be Gate City basketball. John Fulham back into the contest now for Patrick Henry with 4 personals. The ball comes in for Shelton, stolen away by Fulham, and Bellamy gets control of the basketball. Hensley, dipsy-do shot goes up and in. Davison triggers it into Gill. Gill needing some help. Passes it over the head of Davison, run down by Pendleton. Quickly up court for Gate City, and it will be stolen away by Fulham. A 3-on-1 breakaway. Pendleton slaps it out of bounds. Good job on D there by Rusty Pendleton. Gate City still maintaining a 20-point lead, 53-33. Ball comes into Gill. Gill over Shelton, in and out, rebounded by Bellamy. Quickly up court to Ferguson. Ferguson, a 1-on-1. Shot is up, no good. Bellamy falls, no good. Rebounded by John Fullen. Gill passes to Crone. Crone will bring it across the timeline. Takes it all the way up. And in your face, Mr. Crone by Chris Shelton. Ball up to Hensley. Hensley shot up and in. Chad Crone passes over to number 40, Brian Gill. Back over to Crone. Up court for Davison. And Shelton altered that shot as Ottinger pulls the rebound down and puts it back through for 2 for Patrick Henry. Ferguson from 3, bang! Arthur Ferguson. 58-33. The lead is 25. And a foul will be committed by Jason Hensley. The score is 58-35, excuse me. As number 42, Jeff May, will check into the contest now, replacing Davidson. Gill puts his shot through. As you might have heard in the background, the infamous Tim Broadwater with his impersonation of Tarzan. Very good job. Second shot is up and good by Gill. Ferguson across the timeline. Pulls it up. The ball is loose, picked up by Hensley. Hensley lobs for Bellamy. The shot is up, no good. Pendleton on the follow, up, in and out. Bellamy follows it again, back to Pendleton. Pendleton, and we will have 3 seconds called on Gate City. Gate City in control of this game, 58-37. Gill will work against Hensley, over to Crone. Crone brings it across the timeline. Passes for May. May drives, passes back to Crone. Gill will find Fullen on the left wing. Fullen to Ottinger, and blocked by Shelton. Ferguson, one-on-one. A blocking foul is called, no shot, as Ferguson will go to the line for 2. Shelton had his hand on the ball as it was in the cylinder, but I believe that the shot would have been no good anyway. And we have a timeout by Patrick Henry. While we have timeout, we will take a short break by reminding you you're watching Scott County Cablevision, looking to extend the lead. 1+1 coming up for Ferguson. Gate City, as it stands now, will improve the record to 10-0 and 1-0 in the Highland District. Ferguson Eisenmark shoots. String music for Arthur Ferguson. And number 40, Brian Gill, wants to sneak in there as the referee, Tyrone Foster, says there's no space for you here, young man. Ferguson's second shot is up. No good. Rebound pulled down by John Fullen. Jack Crone working the basketball across the timeline for Patrick Henry. Crone finds Ottinger on the break. Shot is up. No good. As a host of Blue Devils crash the boards, and finally Ottinger puts it up and in for Patrick Henry. Ferguson back the other way, inside to Bellamy. Bellamy to Shelton. Shelton's one-hander falls in. Number 40, Gill working the ball up to Fullen. Fullen back to Crone. Crone. Inside to Ottinger, up and in. The score now, Gate City 61, Patrick Henry 41. Skip pass to Ferguson. Ferguson works the basketball back over to Hensley. Hensley, another skip pass to Bellamy outside the three-point line into Ferguson. The six-footer, no good. Shelton on the tip, Pendleton on the follow, and Pendleton will draw the foul from number 42, Jeff May of Patrick Henry. Number 32, Rob Pruitt, checking back into the contest now for Patrick Henry, replacing May. Pendleton Eisenmark shoots. String music for Rusty Pendleton. 63-41 the score. John Williams takes into the contest now for Patrick Henry. Pendleton's second attempt coming up. Shot is up and good. 63-41. Crone brings the ball into Ottinger, over to Williams. Williams passes over to Crone. Crone Back to Williams. Williams in the corner for Ottinger. Ottinger gives to Chrome from the foul line. The shot is up, no good. Fulton crashes the board. Shelton pulls the rebound down. A 2-on-2 breakaway. Bellamy to Ferguson. Ferguson back to Bellamy, up and in. Williams for Patrick Henry will bring the ball up court now for Patrick Henry. Across the timeline, pulls up at the foul line. The shot is up, in and out. Rebounded by Ottinger. Up and no good, but he will draw a foul from the animal, Chris Shelton. Personal foul number 2. Chris Shelton doing a tremendous job tonight, staying out of foul trouble. As Gate City will send in their second 5, led by Collins, Spivey, Potts, Williams, and McDavid as the starting 5 receive a well-deserved applause. 3:28 remaining in the contest. Gate City has this one in the bag unless something horrendous happens at this point. Ottinger's shot is no good. Second shot is up and in. Collins inbounds the ball to number 20, Williams. Williams brings it across the timeline, passes to Potts. Potts to Williams. Williams at the top of the key. Back over to Potts. Inside for Spivey. Knocked away by Crone. Spivey regains possession. And the ball is knocked out of bounds off of Crone's knee. And we have a timeout called by Patrick Henry. So with 3:12 remaining in the contest, Gate City up 65-42. You are watching Scott County Cablevision TV 30. By Williams. McDavid will put the jumper up. No good as Crone runs the loose ball down. John Williams will push the ball up court now for Patrick Henry. He will be met there by Kevin Williams. Lob comes down, finally controlled there by number 32, Pruitt. Crone to Pruitt, looking inside for Williams. Guarded closely by Herman Spivey. Back on top to Callens, down in the corner for Gill. Gill on top to Crone. Patrick Henry going to be very, very patient. Passes for Callens. Guarded closely by Collins, stolen away by Josh. The ball is loose and will be run down by Chad Crone. Crone across the timeline for Williams. 2:15 remaining in the contest. Collins is fouled by number 34, Kelly Spivey. And that will send Pruitt to the line with a 1-and-1. Pruitt set for his 1+1. The shot is up and good. 65-43 the score. Second shot is up, no good. Rebound comes down to Josh Collins. Collins loses in traffic to Gill. Gill will hold it back up to Crone. Crone for Williams. Williams will pass to Pruitt. Pruitt back on top to number 24, Callens, and the corner for Williams. As Patrick Henry is just going to be very patient and try to run the clock down, it appears. Williams inside, and he will draw a foul from Kevin Williams. Personal foul number 1. Number 20, Bill McFarland, set to check in now for Patrick Henry, along with Gary Watson and Steve Reed of Gate City. As Herman Spivey and Brian McDavid will take a seat for Gate City. Coach Mason using this game as an opportunity to let a lot of his players play, get some experience, and they call that a air ball in basketball, as Williams' first shot didn't touch nothing. Second shot is good. Williams will bring the basketball across the timeline, drives in between two, and he draws a foul from number 14, John Williams. First foul on John Williams of Patrick Henry. 21-point lead for the Big Blue of Gate City, who will stay number 1 in Southwest Virginia with an unblemished record after tonight. McFarland works the ball across the timeline now for Patrick Henry. Passes over to Williams. To Gill. Gill looking on the inside. Nowhere to go. To Cowens. Over to Williams. Williams drives. Passes back to McFarland. To Pruitt over to Cowens. Ball is thrown away by Gary Watson to Josh Collins, and he throws it right into the hands of Brian Gill. Gill across the timeline to Williams. Williams going to drive the lane, shoot. And let's see what we're going to have called here. Josh Collins will pick up the foul. And that will send John Williams to the line shooting 2. The shot is up and no good by Williams. Williams' second shot is good. 20-point lead now for Gate City, 65-45 with 50 seconds.
Kevin Morris from outside, and he'll hit this one from the Moonlight Drive-In, I think. A long bomb against the Trojans, but John Battle comes back with a basket of their own on the inbounds play. Matt McCall gets it inside to Teddy Gibson for 2 points for John Battle. But Gate City is a tough team, obviously, the best in the Highland District, and they dominate the boards on this go-around. Watch this. One shot. They go up again, and they're going to get a second shot. If that isn't enough, they're going to try for a third shot. And finally, on the fourth shot, the ball goes through. Gate City easily handles John Battle, 65-44.
Corner, and the Blue Devils look good early. They are undefeated. They want to stay this way. John Battle, the Trojans, Todd Bowman there will get the tip in to keep them in the game. But Gate City, Chris Shelton is tough underneath. He'll get this one to go down as Gate City comes away with the win. The final, 65-44. Gate City, as I said, undefeated, 11-0, 2-0 in the conference. John Battle, 0-2 in the conference, 2-7 overall. Here are the Southwest Virginia scores. J.I. Burton, 78, Pound, 57. Powell Valley, 67. Coburn, 37. J.J. Kelly beats Clintwood, 70-54. Appalachia gets this win. Chad Sturgill had 20 points. 19 seconds left. He hit the game winner, 66-65. Rycove in overtime, 86-85. Dryden over Keoki, 72-68. It was Flatwoods 57. Thomas Walker 41. Irvington 66. Twin Springs 60. Garden 80. St. Paul 60. Hayside 59. Whitewood 57. Hurley 57. Pocahontas 56. Virginia High a winner in OT 58-51. And Marion got by Patrick Henry 65-38. Richlands was a winner tonight 78-74 over Castlewood. I think that's Castlewood's first loss. Tazewell a loser to Grundy 82-89. Rural Retreat 71. Chilhowie and Hogaheagie District 64. Holston a winner over Honaker. We don't have